This is Billy and Barbara Turner. Of course, I was raised right here on this place that we're on now. Been cooking syrup with my dad all my life, from the time I was a small child on up till he got to the position of age that he could no longer do it. And we took a few years off, but then I rejuvenated everything, and we are now back in the syrup making business, have been for a number of years. And my wife Barbara, she just enjoys it so much that she can't wait each and every year for syrup making time to come along. After about 8 months of growing, cane begins to sprout at the end of February into March, and after about 8 months of growing through October, it's time to go to work harvesting it. The first order of business is stripping the fodder, the leaves off of it, leaving it, and then letting it stand for a few days in that condition, and then take the machete and top it, cut it down, load it on the trailer or truck, whichever the case may be, to get it down to the mill. Now, while we do this because we love it, we like to do it, the major part of the work is in the field, getting it harvested, getting it down to the mill. When you get it to the mill and you start grinding, that's the enjoyable part of it, I should say. You grind it and get it in the kettle and cook it, and of course we use a 60-gallon kettle, and it takes me from the time I light the match to take the syrup up in the neighborhood of 3 hours, and anywhere give or take a few minutes in that time frame. And then the bottling process takes over, and then you have the end product. The variety that this is a different variety of cane that I got out of Florida, and it makes a real pretty syrup. But as the years go by, it don't come back from stubble. The stalks get pretty small. So this is not the same cane that I've been raising for many years. But
so what was that previous batch?
The previous batch was the same kind that we've had for years.
Oh, okay.
And to be honest with you, I don't know exactly what kind that is. It's a Louisiana cane and got some numbers behind it, but I can't tell you exactly what it is. But it's the one I've had for many years.
So do you just get like cuttings of the cane, or do you get? Yeah.
When I got the start of the cane, I've been growing all these years, probably been 15, 20 years ago, I got 15 stalks. And that's what I got my start with.
So this is your, do you know what bottling this is for you? As far as how many years you've been bottling syrup?
Oh, well, of course, all my life I've been involved in syrup making, but after my father passed away, it was a few years we didn't do any, and then I got started again. And I reckon I've been doing it 25 years, something like that. But I always looked forward to syrup making time when I was a kid, because I got to skip school for 3 or 4 days. Mike, let me check my hamburgers. All right. For many, many years, from the time that I was very small and enjoying skipping school at syrup making time. We used a mill that was powered by horses and or mules, and I did that up until about 4 years ago. My little cane mill mule got a little age on her, and I felt like it may be time for her to retire. And I was able to come up with a horizontal mill that could be powered by a 6-inch belt off of my little old tractor. And I called myself going modern. I went from a mule to a 1949 tractor. So that's the mill that we use now, as you've seen it in operation, is run by that little tractor. And the little cane mill mule, she lived 3 years after I retired her, and she passed away at about 40 years old. So that's just part of history that I'm leaving standing. Oh, that's just perfect. Ain't a thing wrong with that.